But
we have our eyes on you.
it's going to be a very wonderful weekend. For many civil servants, salaries have been paid or should be paid within.
At least by close of business.
Yes. And the Benue ranching drama. So it has really been an eventful week.
Right.
I think we should go home and have rest if we can. But there are some people that cannot rest if we can. But there are some people that cannot go to bed.
Why is that?
Not go to bed.
Why is that?
The politicians. 22. And I hope as they get into power, they have a drive to achieve getting this country better.
Right.
That they keep moving round the clock. I think it's enough. They have a purpose, and the purpose is win the election. No, they have a purpose, and the purpose is win the election by all means. And yes, another state is in one community, and anyway, his hard work paid off, and he did a very good job in Nigeria. At least he has a pass mark.
Right. Yes. Then he wrote a book. He didn't mention that.
Yes. Oh, he wrote a book, and he's still a standing light for many Nigerians to copy with his, especially with his farm.
Even though he stopped writing letters, at least maybe he took a Fayoshe and what the former president said to the former governor of Ekiti State, and how that the former governor had to demand for a return of what he called his $30,000 gift that he had given to the former president. And Chief Olusegun Obasanjo said, well, I didn't even open the envelope. So I can have my boy send it back to you. I'm not quoting him, but that was the import of his message. Then it's time for former governor Ayodele Fayose to mark his birthday. And I sit here, I'm asking myself, whose idea was it for him to invite Chief Obasanjo to that event, right? And we will bring you papers, and we'll also bring you a bit of sport updates too. Just as we opened the show this morning, my colleague Moreno mentioned something about salaries being paid or should be paid by close of work today and all of that. But it's a bit more serious than that, right? A culture where people earn salaries, even those in the civil service, where we say the job is secure. People have this sense of job security and all of that. But you still see people who tell you, once I earn my salary, by 6th day the next month, I have no material evidence anymore as to whether I earn salary in terms of money in my pockets or money in my bank accounts and all of that. And you're wondering, is it possible that those who fall within these brackets are just being some sort of spendthrift? Is it possible they are being loose-handed, so to speak, with their money? Is it possible that they are impulsive buyers? Or is it just a case of the economy not being on their side? Yes, we know human beings can be very, if you like, so to speak, loose with their money. But I've seen people who are very, if you like, they are very miserly, so to say. All right, they are the kind of conservative, if you like, with their money. All right, they put their money where their mouth is. In fact, they do that almost literally. So you can't accuse them for whatever reason under heaven, all right, of not being responsible with their finances. Yet they can't do so much. And it's not even as if it's because they have more than one wife, for example, because they have too many children. Some of them, they're even single. And again, like I said, they're not irresponsible with their money. So it means for the most part, it ultimately comes down to an economic issue, not a personal problem. But then we're hearing that there's the credit call by the federal government, which is essentially for those who work in the public service. So there's a guarantee that if you take a loan, for example, maybe a mortgage or something, you take a loan for a piece of electronic, what else? You take a loan for, say you are changing your wardrobe, if that's your priority, for example. The authorities know that you are going to pay back. It's not even a debate because you are on the payroll of the federal government or of the government, as the case may be. But the question is, does that answer the question? Does it plug the gap that is associated with the fact that what you earn, as they say, your take home cannot take you home. We have to address that, right? We have to see a direct correlation. We have to see a fusion of some kind between what people earn, how they earn, and the quality of life. Do you understand? For example, if we say somebody is a level 12 civil servant, we should see it reflect in their lives. We're not saying they should look like Hollywood celebrities in Beverly Hills. No, we're saying that there must be that, first of all, psychological satisfaction that comes with knowing that what I earn is reasonable to give me a decent life. And you know, like we say time and again on television, off television, Nigerians usually don't ask for too much. They just want the basics, all right? Let us just have good health, or maybe flourishing health, right? Let us have roads, pipe-borne water or running water, as they say. Let us have schools. Let us have things that are functional in terms of public infrastructure. So when you talk about inflation, for example, it's not even the big men that are feeling the bite, or maybe the companies they've set up around here may take the heat a bit, but on a personal level, they are not feeling the heat. It is the everyday people, including those who work for government, whether at the local level, at the state level, or at the federal level. And then you hear people say things like they live from hand to mouth, or worse still, they live from paycheck to
paycheck. All right. Now, I think you're laid back on that. It is not on the 6th day that it's finished. I mingle with a lot of civil servants. Now the cliche is dead on arrival.
So does it even carry into the new month?
Dead on arrival, that's what it is now. Now dead on arrival is for those that even have a remnant of their salary that comes in. Maybe you're supposed to earn 300,000.
Right.
Then loan has shacked up 150,000. Then you have 150,000, but you have a baggage of 270,000. So when it comes, it's dead on arrival. There are some that I've heard people complain that their salary comes in minus 20,000.
Oh, so when the 300,000 comes in, you're still 20,000 naira behind.
Short, yes. Now, the reason is this: I think for almost 6, 7, 8 years, there are loan facilities basically for civil servants.
Right.
Whether some are for state, some are for federal. So they come in and they tell you, okay, and the interest is very minimal. It's as little as 0 point something.
Very attractive.
So very attractive. So you're tempted. Okay, out of for instance, let me give an example. When you collect 100,000, you end up paying 11,000 every month for 1 year
to defray the entire loan.
Yes, and you go like, I can afford it. Then after 3 months, you're tempted to, I just found out I need a washing machine.
And you are eligible for another loan.
Yes, after 3 months, you're eligible for another one. Then you go like, let me collect another 100,000. Now you're paying 22,000.
Right.
Then you go, I can afford another, and you collect. And by the end of the year, you find out that your salary has gone from 200,000 to 70,000. Now in 70,000, there is feeding.
Right.
The kids get sick. There's rent. So it all boils down to inflation.
Right.
People like you said, Nigerians don't ask for much. It's not a bad thing if once in a while, the basic things that you do.
Right.
You can't say because you take your children just to relax once in a month, it's not too much. Then because you do that, you find out, so much money has gone there, I shouldn't do this. And by the time you decide you are not going to do all of this, you're actually not living at all. So it's even bad when you go to, someone asked me, because we interact, and said, there's a platform for civil servants. Just, if you want to get the latest news, just go there. And you find out that from the 25th.
Right.
Yeah. Her salary has been paid. Have you heard anything? And I'm like, wow. Does it mean that civil servants, what is the future of civil servants? Now, the government has made it easy and said, okay, now you're going to have your pension. You'll be able to collect 25% of your pension.
Right.
I don't know whether it's a good idea or it's a dumb idea.
I think it's a double-edged sword. It depends on which of the side you want to use.
You want to eat your cake and have it, because most of the time you collect that and you say you want to put it into business. You and I know that business thriving in this. Anyway, many people that have done business have said it. They've said, first 2-3 years of business, just know that you're going to be feeding it.
You will struggle a lot.
You will struggle because many businesses die within the first 3 years because you're now. Some people tell you they get losses because they are learning the ropes of the business. Now you collect this much loan. Let's say 2 million is a quarter of your pension. Then you put it into Keke Napep business, for example.
Right.
Then one day it crashes. That part of your pension.
No insurance.
No insurance. That part of your pension is gone.
Right.
Which you're going to meet it in future. So the salary of the civil servant, well, it was fair enough that Mr. President has reviewed it, and I heard there's an increase. So we hope the increase will. It's really pathetic, but it's better. They tell you it's better than not working at all. Yes, they tell you it's better than not working. So that's why you go to secretariat and you find you're a civil servant and you're selling shoes, you're selling bags, you're selling you're selling services too, just to make ends meet. So on behalf of us here, we are grateful for all the civil servants. Keep doing your work well, and one day go better.
And your reward will be here, not elsewhere.
No.
Well, we're taking a quick break now, everyone. So much more to come on the program this morning, including headlines from Nigerian newspapers as well as sports updates. Please do stay with us.
Watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines. Watch Skyline News on MyComSat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
You can watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines. You can watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
Watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines. Watch Skyline News on MyComSat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
All right, everyone, let's turn to the papers quickly for you. Let's begin with the Daily Times this morning. Top right corner, it says Dangote laments 43% petrol imports threatening local refining, force exports. Volatility in the market, isn't it? Of course, one of the features of a deregulated market. All right, police kill 17 bandits, rescue abducted victims in Zamfara. Some piece of good news going into this weekend. Of course, it's still 100 years of Daily Times newspaper. Says that Antita bags DTN at 100 change maker of the century award. Then down here it says Atiku subsidy plan triggered Tinubu's $1 billion social fund announcement. That's the African Democratic Congress, the party of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, making that allegation. The read starts on the front page, continues on page 2 of the Daily Times today. Just look at details. All right, next is the Business Day newspaper.
All right, at the top left there is a presidential hopefuls set power targets beyond Nigeria's grid reality. All right, you find that in page 30. And next says poor purchasing power, low subscriber base, soften interest in BB Niger. It seems this year they've not gotten as much as they used to. Now, next here says African nations inflation battle splits as half see July relief. Okay, good news, a little bit of good news. Now, major headline here says FTSE return puts Nigeria's stocks back on foreign investors' radar. Okay, it will turn out to be for the good of the people. Now, finally, we have one at the corner here says Gusao's exit reset button of fresh crisis for Nigerian football. They were all retired, yes. AXU resigned yesterday.
Led by the president, so now the former president of the NFF.
Yes. So there's going to be an overhaul, and we hope that the overhaul will make the NFF a lot better. That's all in the Business Day this morning. You can do well to read it. Next is the Daily Sun.
It turns out the Daily Sun begins with the headline above. Just the agent said the nameplate. It says, enough of the bloodshed, Bishop's PFN laments. 4 riders with that headline. Killings, abductions, now intolerable. That's CBCN talking. You can't build future on tears of innocent people. Commonsensical to say. Christians rally for abducted Muslim worshippers. IGP deploys AIG anti-terror squads, air wing for rescue. We hope these investments, massive investments, will pay off. On page 6 is where you have those details. Subsidy savings. Governments reject accountability blame, offer CNG as answer to hardship. What exactly will the states be doing, since this is purely a federal government initiative? Ryder tells us move to cut transport fares. Food prices makes sense coming from the governors. Big one, 2027 battle lines drawn between who and who. I guess the riders have the answer. Tinubu APC governors meet as Atiku Obi Makinde Duke Perfect Alliance, August 31. That's on Monday. 6 parties open talks on common front. G100. First question, not who leads presidential tickets. So what are the first questions, and where will this end for opposition political parties? Negotiating teams, 5 working groups on table. Must be quite a big table. Let's bring it further down here. 1,638 military police widows get 819 million RHR support. That's the New Hope Initiative support, which is basically spearheaded by First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu. Enough of football failures. Tinubu says structural deficits behind Nigeria's persistent failures, laments poor returns despite huge public support investments. NSC, NFF to engage FIFA, CAF on reforms. Long overdue. Abia at 35, Chidoka commends Orji Kalu for role in state's development, says Senator puts Abia firmly in national conversation. Yes, he spoke yesterday about that. Says, look, former governor Orji Uzo Kalu, who was chief executive of the state between 1999 and 2007, understood the assignment, and he did bring the state to a point where it became part of the national conversation at the time. But again, he mentioned that beyond his the state had dropped the bar. Of course, we saw two successive administrations after Senator Kalu left office as governor. We had Theodore Orji. After that, we had Okezie Bazu, and today we hear that the governor who is there, Alex Oti, is turning things around for the good people of Abia. But let's look at the big one, the last one here. It says, reports Nigerians pay 12 billion naira ransom as kidnapping feeds terror networks. The writer tells us 1,142 killed, 7,825 people abducted in 11 months. You want to read up these very concerning details on page 25 of the Daily Sun newspaper this Friday. All right. Up next is the Nation newspaper.
Yes, Nation newspaper. At the top there says, lawyers decry poor planning, choice of guests at the NBA confirmed. That's the conference they had in Port Harcourt.
Right.
I think the major person there was Very Dark Man. They regretted inviting him. Now,
well, did they regret inviting him, or some people, including senior lawyers like Femi Falana, feel it was just so out of place for such an invitation to have been extended to a figure like the Very Dark Man? But the question is, what do Nigerians want? What would they have wanted to hear at the NBA conference?
Because the whole NBA conference, I think it was just his aspect that has been making rounds.
So I'm sure the Rattel now can go to bed with two eyes closed, knowing that their president has made them proud at the NBA conference.
The police are looking for him anyway.
Well, he has been invited. It's not the first time, right? It doesn't look like it's going to be the last.
All right. Next, we have Nigerian stock market gets global upgrade. FTSE rates Nigeria higher. Interesting. Tinubu orders football reform as NFF president resigns. China imports $2.3 billion good from Nigeria in HI. Interesting. So you can read more of that in page 31 and page 8 of the Nation newspaper. Major headline here says, federal government states to cut transportation costs from October 1st. Is it doable? Well, we'll watch and see. October 1st is just by the corner. All right. It has one right there. Using CNG, we have agreed that cheaper fuel should result in cheaper fares, says Tinubu. It's not just having the CNGs, but having the gas themselves. Having the CNG gas so that you don't go queuing.
Availability, proximity, factors.
All right. Now, down here, it says NEC okays moderation on interest rates. Target is acceleration of growth in agri non-trade services. Okay. Now the last one says, Council of Legal Education accuses varsities of violating law admission quota. Now this is all we have on the Nation newspaper. You can go ahead and read more of that.
But I'm just curious. I mean, that's a headline on the front, on the foot of the page. This is not the first time. We know of a private university here in Abuja that had also some 2 years ago that had a moratorium placed on it by the law school authorities, saying that, look, you are being inundating us, so to say, with students, law students. Therefore, for the next 5 years, you are not allowed to send students for law school program. But we are now seeing from this headline, of course, with details on page 4, that you have multiple universities doing that. But my question is, who determines the quota? Who regulates the quota? Who ensures compliance? If the Council of Legal Education is complaining, which has an oversight, I understand, over the law school system or program, I don't get it.
I think there's a board, which is not, this is a combination of them, the NUC.
Right.
So I think it's a board.
So what we're seeing here is it leaves the impression that the universities are shooting their ways into the law school system. I don't know if you get it. It's like a university saying that we have 20,000 students and we have capacity for 14,000. So the question is, how did you bump the threshold? Were you forced or something under pressure? I'm sure you can find those details on page 4. That's what Merino is saying to you.
Especially for those going in for law.
Right. All right, so let's turn to the Guardian newspaper now. Top right has a picture of Nigeria's vice president. It says, turn economic gains into jobs, higher purchasing power, VP charges NEC as the National Economic Council, where he happens to be the chairman, by the way. NHRC AIN demand arrest of Abuja Council boss over vote APC or relocate threats. $1 billion social fund. ADC accuses Tinubu of panic response to subsidy removal plot. So 1 minute, your crime is that you didn't respond. The next minute is you were forced to respond, right? Okay, so the big one has a kicker. It says football under scrutiny. NFF shops for new era managers amid global accountability probe. Yeah, been a long time coming, but now things have come to a head. NFF, financial rots and mass resignations. Again, you have, as always, the Guardian presenting you with infographics to help you establish context and provide a perspective here on the front page. Down, it says Nigeria to strengthen defense pacts with Saudi Arabia, Bangladesh on news page 5. Report claims 7,825 Nigerians abducted, 7.78 billion naira ransom paid in just 1 year. Federal government raises $1.4 billion for electricity transmission amid vandalism repayments crisis. A subsidy savings, governors reject blame as Atiku insists on mismanagement. Who is going to bail the cars? Not the governor, certainly. IGP deploys AIGs on 7 to Niger over abducted worshippers. Others. Hoodlums storm Ondo Assembly amid plot to impeach Speaker. And you know, this happened in Edo State just last week. And then Edo and Ondo are neighboring states. What more can I tell you?
They're rubbing off on each other.
Right. Those are all the headlines from the Guardian newspaper. Please take responsibility, take initiative, and read up details as we turn next to This Day newspaper.
Oh, the This Day newspaper has lots of headlines. At the top there says, U.S. Consul General, Nigeria-U.S. ties could shape Africa's future, influence global affairs. Interesting. It has 2 writers there. Says Nigerians in U.S. remit over $20 billion annually. And Sanwo-Olu, Lagos seeks more U.S. investment, business access to American markets. All right, that's a positive note there. Now, beneath the nameplate says, First Lady RHI disburses 890 million naira grants to 1,638 widows of fallen military police personnel. I think they're getting a little bit of succor. So beneath it there says, ADC Tinubu's $1 billion social fund panic reaction to Atiku's subsidy plan.
All right.
This play on words and psychology will go on until after the 2027 election.
Right.
It has quite a few writers there, so you can do well to read up on that headline. Now, major headline, FTSE Russell restores Nigeria to frontier market status after 3-year exit. Interesting there. So you can do well to read up. It comes with 4 writers here. So read up. It's more of business here on This Day. All right. Next, it's the Nigerian Tribune.
Right. Let's look at the top left first of all. It says, end bloodshed, terrorism, banditry in the north, Reps Minority Caucus urges Tinubu. Ask federal government to draw $5 billion from external reserves for extraordinary national security intervention. Adelabu ends contest for Oyo APC ticket, laments injustice, urges reconciliation ahead of 2027. Minister of Power, as he used to be, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, who resigned voluntarily, said he wanted to go try his foot in the waters or for your politics, but we know better now. The big one, economic reforms. Experts weigh gains, costs, prospects for riders, saying economy has stabilized. Finance minister declares, says focus on conversion of stability to prosperity. Cautions against reform fatigue. Governors reject blame over accountability for fuel subsidy removal process. They cannot extricate themselves from taking responsibility, of course. Traffic returns on Oye-Ekiti Ilupeju Kaba Road after emergency repairs. INEC publishes particulars of governorship state assemblies candidates today. Campaign begins September 9th. So official now. That will be sometime upper Tuesday. Health. Eating tomatoes daily may help decrease fat buildup in the liver. That study, and that's quite critical. You don't want to have fat all around your liver, right? That's vital. G100 gathers ADC, PDP, SDP orders Monday to plot opposition cooperation. Yeah, that word is dramatic. Plot. There are two riders with the headline, Miles 5 specialized working groups, key documents to be ready in 4 weeks, if approved, with a big if. That's a conditional clause, as I say. Tinubu in closed door meeting with APC governors. We heard it was quite intense amongst them, the president and the governors yesterday, including governors of those states now that are marking 35 years of becoming states. All right. It says PCC tops discussion. All right. You can look at those details on page 21. But these are all the headlines that we have from the Nigerian Tribune today. You have a responsibility to read details. Last paper, Daily Trust and Moreno Haniel has those headlines.
Oh, I like the way you called my name properly. All right. Now, at the top right there, it says 6 traders killed as vehicle rams into market in Taraba.
Pathetic.
This is so sad. Coming from, we rarely hear news from Taraba. Right. After a long while, this is the first news in a long while, and it's a sad one. Now, stop lot shared in North. Opposition lawmakers tell Tinubu. Well, the opposition will always tell you
the box stops with the president.
Yes. So, all right. Next says hurdles before National Assembly. You read more of that in page 12 of the Daily Times. Major headline here says subsidy or no subsidy. Tinubu promises cheaper transport from October. Another headline says October 1st. Right. So we are waiting. All right. And will this transportation be available for all? We don't know.
Or will it be restricted?
We'll just watch. Now, here is another headline, a big headline. Trouble in Nigerian football. NFF president, others resign. They did, now they are now going to search for better ones, for better movement in the football team administration. Okay.
Incidentally, those are all the headlines from all the papers we brought to you this morning. Remember to read up details so you can stay ahead of the news and avoid fake news and misinformation. Remember as well that Skyline News makes no contributions to the headlines or their details. We just bring you only the headlines exactly as published by their respective publishers. We're taking a break, and shortly the Sports Updates crew will be here on the morning call.
You can watch Sky News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
today. Quite an amazing publisher, big time.
Watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines. Watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
You can watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines. You can watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
Watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines. Watch Skyline News on MyComSat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
You can watch Skyline News on NightComSat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines. You can watch Skyline News on NightComSat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
Watch Skyline News on NightComSat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
Good morning, and this is Kickoff on Skyline. I'm also your host, Muhammad Musa. Co-hosting is Austin Godwin.
Good morning, Amisu. Good morning, viewers.
Well, good morning. It's a nice morning today. Today is Friday, and tomorrow is going to be the weekend. I hope you have plans for the weekend. Though.
Yes.
But before we talk about the plans for the weekend, let's talk about football. You know, the President Bola Tinubu, have seek for or calls for a reshufflement, a structural reform for the whole Nigerian Football Federation.
Yes.
Even though after the resignation of Ibrahim Gusau as the president of the NFF.
They actually, kudos to the president. He has tried anyway, whether we like it or not. He has been supporting the sport. He has been supporting NFF, supporting the players. He has tried. Immediately, Ibrahim Gusau, the NFF president, and his crew resigned, and he brought out that reform. Now he's saying a total comprehensive reform in the sport. That's the football. They need to be changed. Thank God for the president. Thank God the NFF president has left. Yes, and other crew members. They are not there. Now, this reformation that the president is bringing is a very good idea. We need a total change. Things are not working when it comes to football in Nigeria for the past how many years now. Things are not working, especially this year. Nigeria not qualifying for the Men's World Cup. The same thing with the Super Falcons. Do you know what it means? And even when you go back to the WAFU under 19, the same thing. So this reform is going to help us. Since the president now is so much interested in the world of sport, like the football, I know that yes, with this reformation, it's going to bring and going to make a lot of goodies to Nigerian football.
Well, it's not just the reforms actually. The structural reforms will bring much more clearer picture of what happened or what transpired before and how all those problems will be tackled ahead.
Yes, that's why he's doing it. That's why he said comprehensive reform. That's complete, total. That's everything that he wants is just comprehensive reform. He needs changes. We need changes. We are tired of these people. We are tired of one complaint and the other. Just one complaint. Every day one complaint when it comes to the sport. When it comes to football. There's this complaint. So the president deemed it fit and he said, yes, look, we need a reform. Immediately Gusau resigned with his crew. President came out and said, yes, he like a press conference, and he said it. He is so much interested in football in Nigeria. He loves football and he has been supporting football in Nigeria. So what he's doing, I think is going to help us. He's going to restructure the football setting again. It's going to bring more new things. Now everybody, they did not sack NFF president. He resigned. Do you understand? That one is different compared to Super Falcons coach that was sacked. With his crew member. They did not sack NFF president. He resigned because he is not competent. He knew he is not competent. Do you get? So for you to resign, automatically you are not competent. And after he resigned, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came out with another style. Said, okay, we want reformation in the world of sport, football in Nigeria. And I'm telling you, with this reformation, I think there's going to be restructuring. There's going to be new things, and it's a welcome idea. I just love it. I love what president.
Kudos to the president for the reform, actually, because the NFF will look better when the structural changes are made. Well, still on the NFF, we know that it has been proved by the DSS, NIA, and investigations are ongoing from the EFCC, ICPC, that about the funds the president has given them.
Missing funds.
A day before yesterday and yesterday, actually, there was a further development about the story where the EFCC said, despite the resignation of the president, it's still undergoing investigation in the National Football Federation.
That's what I'm still saying. And I'll still throw this question back to you again, Amisu. Now, the NFF president has resigned. EFCC is saying they are still doing some investigation. Now, the investigation that they've done so far, they came up with some money like 12 billion, 16 billion naira. I am asking this question. When Ibrahim Gusau has resigned with his crew, where is the money? That's one thing we should know. Now he has resigned. Is Ibrahim leaving the money or is he bringing the money back to the table, back to Glass House? That was why EFCC came up and said, no, we need to investigate again. He just resigned. Why will he just resign? He's not supposed to just resign like that. He just resigned. EFCC said, no, we need to investigate. We need to find out why Ibrahim Gusso, the NFF president, chose to resign with his crew. That was why the EFCC are still going for research, doing fact findings to get more and more evidence for why our football is not moving well.
Don't you think if he was the president, still the president, investigation will not go proper? Because if he is the president, there might be some challenges in some certain areas during the investigation.
Yes, that is it. Because the pressure was too much.
That may give the window for him to resign.
Yes.
So that to have a complete investigation without any hurdles.
Yes. It was because of the pressure. That was why Ibrahim Gusso resigned. He's not willing to resign. He's not willing to leave the glass house. You and I know it. He's not willing to leave the glass house. Who want to leave the glass house? You know what is there. It was because of the pressure, not just EFCC, DSS, do you understand, ICPC, and also the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Do you get it? It was because of the pressure. That was why he resigned. And now, yes, he has resigned to give room for more investigation, to give room for more findings. He's going to help he's going to help EFCC. I am telling you, just give us 3 weeks or 2 weeks. You'll see what will happen. You will see the results. You will see more facts, more reports concerning NFF.
Well, more probes actually continue with NFF despite resignation of the president and intervention of the NSC. Equally, the president has called for the structural changes, and that's going to give us a better outlook, and we'll see the clearer picture of what's happened in the NFF. Well, moving on, let's talk about the NPFL, where the NPFL kickoff starts today by 4 p.m. today, Friday. And the game is going to start with the Ikorodu City, right?
No, the game is starting with the 3LC of Ibadan and Inter Lagos.
Inter Lagos, yes. Of course.
Inter Lagos they just came in, promoted team, Inter Lagos, Intersport. They came in too as a promoted team. So Inter Lagos is facing 3LC of Ibadan. You know who 3LC of, they are just there. They've for the past decades now, like for the past time now, they've not gone to.
They've never been relegated.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Now, they are playing their first match today, opening the kickoff with Inter Lagos. Inter Lagos is a sponsored team. Inter Lagos, they are just too good. They are just like academy team. Young players, good players, they play very well. You understand? So now they are playing with 3LC of Ibadan. 3LC is welcoming them to Ibadan. 3LC will want to win the match, and Inter Lagos will want to win the match or draw the match. They don't want to lose first match. And I am telling you, the kickoff is by 4 o'clock, starting 4 o'clock today. You see what will happen.
Well, the grand opening of the MPFL match is today, and we know that the MPFL has just had a Euro match sponsorship worth $7.5 million. And that money, 60% is going for the team. We hope that money reaches the 60% that was agreed by the NPFL and Euromatch. We're still talking about the NPFL match actually, because today marks the day. This is the grandstand and grand opening of the game of 2026-27 season.
Yes.
What is your expectations? What changes do you think we'll see in the NPFL?
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of changes, with Euromatch sponsoring this seasons. You understand? There's going to be a lot of changes, and the expectation will be high. Now, money is coming in. That's about how many $1 million, coming in, and then everybody will want good football. Everybody will want good performance. I am telling you, today's match is going to be like the whole world is watching, especially the sponsor. Do you get what I'm saying? Especially the sponsor. And now today's match is going to be a toggle, a battle between 3LC Ibadan and Inter Lagos. Do you get? I am telling you, all eyes are on them, because the football setting in Nigeria is not in a proper shape. So 3LC want to prove to the world now. 3LC want to prove to the sponsor. Likewise, Inter Lagos want to prove to the sponsor that, look, we are good. There's no corruption. Do you get? So they want to do everything possible to make today's game look interesting, and everybody want to go ahead to be watching it.
Well, opening games today, we just wish to see a better game. We want to see a better game in the MPFL opening games, and we hope the game's going to be hitch-free and peaceful. Well, let's move on to the next news, still in Nigeria, where Adidas and the NFF have signed an agreement for a 3-year contract for their jerseys and other sport items. 8.5 million actually for the Adidas sponsorship.
Yes, actually, it's a very nice thing when they came. It's not something.
No,
new.
it was after the Nike left actually, because their contract ended this year, and then Adidas just came in.
Adidas is not new now.
Of course, it's
Yes,
not new.
1980. If you could remember, 1980 when Nigeria hosted the Nations Cup.
Yeah.
Nigeria hosted and won. They defeated Algeria 3-0. It was Adidas. Now Adidas started sponsoring Nigeria 1980 to 1994. Do you get? And from that 1980 to 1994, Nigeria won their first African Cup of Nations, defeating Algeria. It was Adidas that sponsored them. Now, in 1994, Tunisia hosted and Nigeria defeated Zambia 2-1. It was still Adidas
So it
that
seems
sponsored
like-
them. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That Nigeria won that. Now, Adidas now left 1994. They just left the sponsorship. Then they came back in 2002 to 2014. And in 2013, Nigeria won Nations Cup for the third time. Do you get? So if you look at the scenario, there's something good in Adidas.
Well, it seems like it is more like a historical cyclical. We wish we were going to win the AFCON and
Yes.
for the World Cup.
When I saw it, I was very happy. I said, yes,
Yeah.
Adidas, come back. Do you know, Adidas is like a good luck to Super Eagles. The 3 AFCON that they won, they were all sponsored by Adidas, not Nike, not other sponsor like Reebok or what. It is Adidas that sponsored Super Eagle, and we won the 3 AFCON 1980. We hosted and won.
Still, Adidas is hosting, but thanks to Nike and Reebok, because we enjoyed your moments at the sponsorship time. But Adidas has come with something different, and we hope the jerseys and other sport items will look better and good. Well, let's move on to the Europe, where Liverpool have completed the signing of Barcola from PSG. The signing was worth 100 million.
Yes, Bakola.
We all know he deserves it. Actually.
deserves it.
A prolific striker.
Yes.
He knows to score goals, assist,
Create
and
an
he's a
equal
very
of-
dangerous person. 1v1, not just 1v1, 1v2.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I think speculation, rumors had it that Madrid are actually going for him, and then I was like, what do you want to go and do in Madrid? You don't need Madrid. I told someone, I said, he doesn't even need Madrid. He should come to Premier League. And I was very, very happy when Liverpool went for him. What are you going to Madrid to go and do? You don't need Madrid. If you are not staying in Bundesliga, then come back to Premier League. And I was very happy when Liverpool went for him. When they signed him out, I said, you will see what this Bakola will do. All of us know him. So flexible, so easy, assist, scoring goal. He's with the ball, you are scared. I am telling you, he's with the ball, you are scared. I'm so happy for Liverpool. Now Liverpool, they've done great thing by signing Bakola. Bakola is a fire, and he has come to Liverpool. He has come to English league. I believe he's going to do something for Liverpool.
Well, talking about the Premier League, Tammy Abraham is signing for the Ipswich Town, and equally, there might be a signing that has to do with Aston Villa. We also go to La Liga. The rivals of Real Madrid, Barcelona, played yesterday and had a 2-0 victory over Athletic Club. Well, we're not going to give you the gist that now. We're going to let you know that we're giving it to you by 11 o'clock. Please do stay with us. As always, I am Muhammad Musa, your host, and co-hosting with me is Austin Godwin.
Thank
it's
you
really
very
nice to have you this morning.
Thank you very much.
Well, this is the morning call, and this is Kickoff with Skyline. We're saying goodbye for now. We meet 11 o'clock sharp.
Watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines. Watch Skyline News on MyComSat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
You can watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines. You can watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
Watch Skyline News on MyComSat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines. Watch Skyline News on MyComSat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News.
while on the one hand, it appears the biggest conversation in Nigeria today should be insecurity, and they need to tackle it. And then second, the 2027 general election. It will again look like, I mean, it is beginning to look like the controversies, some people say the scandal around NFF, and those who are now told have resigned, including its president, is now more of topical engagement across the country, even on social media. On the one hand, there is the, DSS doing their investigation. There's also the National Assembly saying that, look, you guys have to come show us the books. Let's see where we stand. And you know what's really, again, prompted a bit of surprise for me was when I saw that the DSS was investigating. I was like, DSS, how? Not even EFCC. How did we get to the DSS and all of that? Is there a national security element in the allegations? But you see, I think we can cut right through all of that, detail and look at really what exactly is wrong with our sporting system or with our sports in Nigeria, especially as it has to do with football. I will not sit here and lie to myself and our viewers that I'm big on following soccer, big on following any game, even though I love basketball and don't understand how they count and all of that. But you see, I find it extremely embarrassing and one very satanic way to demarket the country when you have your sporting contingent, whether it's the World Cup or the Olympics or whatever it is, get abroad. They say they can't check into hotel because we have not paid, or they said, I mean, they can't even, they don't even also get off the plane because their entitlements have not been paid. And you were asking yourself, is it possible that government did not release funds? Is it the situation that government released funds, but there's somebody or there's a group sitting on it somewhere? Somebody has to take responsibility. Most times in civil service, you hear them say, heads will roll. I can't be sure what the context is, but you must have people who are held accountable per time. For example, we have a show here, The Morning Call, that starts at 8. There are people who must be accountable for whether or not that show goes on air. And if it doesn't, the question is, are we just going to put our answer and say, well, it didn't go on air, we'll move on to the next one? Somebody must be asked to explain the reason the program came late, was still not going on air at all. But in the case of Nigerian football, who is being held accountable? Can we just also look at it and say, well, it is what it is? It's the Nigerian factor. You know, that term, Nigerian factor, yeah, African time, they are very sickening. Very, very sickening. Because if you say Nigerian factor, how did we arrive at such a very retrogressive factor? Can we not change the tide? Are we the only ones who have factors? How have other
negative factors?
Yes, how have other countries been able to, as it were, tackle their own factors?
Yeah. Well, on that note, I think we bring it to a close. Well, I think that's what the DSS is now doing.
To look at the factor.
To look at the factors. That's bad enough now. They have resigned, but they're going to be investigated because that money must be accounted for. You know. So, nevertheless, Nigeria is a dramatic country, and somehow we always scale through, and we'll scale through this one. Football will come back to what it used to be. Right. You know, and insurgency, we hope that it will be curbed. The press is top-notch priority for the presidency now. And he has given, there's a 5-year plan. I don't know what the 5-year plan is, but I think what triggered the whole thing was the massive abduction in Niger State. And so is a priority now for presidency, priority for governors, priority for religious leaders, priority for everyone in the country. So it's going to be a very eventful weekend, though it's been very, very dramatic week. So I pray you all have a restful weekend. Try and have a rest. Next week we'll pick up another drama. Right. Well, let the series continue. This is what we're leaving the program this amazing Friday. We do hope your weekend has started already somehow on a very good footing. I'm Uyi Agmofwebe saying we are grateful to you for your time with us. And I'm Moreno Haniel saying do have a very lovely day.